All right, we're going to program quadratic formula into our calculator. You have to have an 84 or an 83 for this to work, for the commands to be on your calculator the way I'm showing you. There's a PDF attached to an email that I sent announcing this video. You probably want that either printed or next to you somehow, because this, I'm just going to go through the steps, but you have a printout of the steps as well. So here's what you do. Turn the calculator on. Hit the program button. You want a new program. This might be your first ever program. So I'm going to create a new program. I'm going to call it quad form. We're already in alpha mode. So I can just type letters. Q, U, A, D. I'll call mine quad F, whatever. Just give yourself a name so you can remember what this program does. Now I'm going to send myself a reminder of how to use this program. So I'm going to get display, and I'm going to alpha lock and quotation marks. FOR, space, and now I'm going to get the quadratic formula polynomial, ax squared plus bx plus c. This is going to be a little bit tricky. Ax, I got to turn off alpha to get the squared button, then the plus button. Alpha b alpha x plus alpha c, close quotation marks. Those quotation marks say to the calculator, print exactly that on the screen. So this is my reminder what this program is for. Who's A? It's on x squared. Who's B? It's on x. And C is the constant term. So now I have to give myself a chance to enter A, B, and C. So it's going to be alpha. So I'm prompting alpha A, comma, alpha B, comma, alpha C. So if you got the PDF, it's telling you how to find all those buttons. Next line is, I'm not going to start the quadratic formula. I'm going to do the thing that's inside the square root. So I'm going to have alpha b squared minus 4 alpha a alpha c. B squared minus 4ac, and I'm going to store it. I'm going to store it in alpha d. Hit enter. All right, now I've got the thing inside the square root anytime I want. If the thing in the square root is non-negative, my life is easier. So I want to have that contingency. So if alpha d is greater than or equal to 0. Now to get greater than or equal to 0, I want second math test greater than or equal to. See it? So I've got, you get the thing you want on the cursor, hit enter, and now it's on your screen inside the program. I want that, and I want a 0 right there. All right. Now if that's the case, I can do the program's ready to, or the calculator's ready to do the thing. I'm going to display the rest of the calculation. Display. So I want to have numerator negative alpha b plus the square root. That's a second square root of d, alpha d, alpha d, and that's my numerator, divided by my denominator, which is 2a. And that's one of the roots. The other one is exactly like what I just typed, except for a minus sign after the b. So program, display, open parenthesis, oh, just one, minus alpha b, subtraction, square root of d, close parentheses, divided by quantity to alpha a, close. So that's the quadratic formula when the inside the square root is not negative. But if this thing is negative inside the square root, your program has to deal with it, and that's the else. Get else, new line. Oh, I missed something. This is on your handout. After this, I got to insert a then. I need that. There we go. Then. So this is on the handout. Get that then in there. All right, back to this. Else. Now I want to handle the complex case. So I'm going to remind myself that these are complex roots. So I'm going to display just the word complex to remind me that I'm writing complex roots. So second alpha lock, quotation marks, C O M P L E X, close quotations. So it's going to type the word complex on the screen. And let's see, I got to do display the complex case. So it's going to be negative b over 2a, negative alpha b divided by quantity 2 alpha a, close parentheses, and then display, whoop, plus, the word plus. So it's alpha, quotation marks, P, L, U, S, close quotations. That plus, now display, program display over there. And it's going to be the square root, but with the negative inside. You'll see, I'll show you. So it's going to be plus the square root, second square root, negative alpha d, because d was itself negative. Now I'm making the inside doable. And that's that thing divided by quantity 2a. And it's display, here's the part to remind me, quotation marks, times I, T, I, M, E, S, space, I, close quotations. So that's my complex root. The other complex root would be the minus of this animal times I. But this is enough. This is enough to handle the complex case. So we have to hit end because we're done with all the thinking, and we hit second quit. Now let's use our program to see if it works. So now you execute your program. I have a bunch of programs. Here's quad F. We just made this. I'm going to try to run it. Prompts for A, let's make it a 1. Prompts for B, that's a 2. Prompts for C, that's a 5. So this would be for the polynomial x squared plus 2x plus 5. It's a complex, and it's negative 1 plus 2 times I. The other root would be negative 1 minus 2 times I. So that worked. Let's try for A equals 5, B equals 7.2, and C equals 17. Let's make it a negative 17. So that's how you get to the negative 17. Not subtract 17. You want minus 17. Hit enter, and look, 2 real roots. 1.259 and negative 2.699. So it's working. Yay! I'm quitting and shutting it down. You don't have to program it in, but boy, is it handy to do.